Your user settings can very easily be changed within Gecko, and you can access them by clicking your name in the top right hand corner and choosing the user settings option. Now we'll run through some of the basics here. You can change your name as it's displayed in Gecko. Unfortunately, you are not able to change your email address, but do contact us if you're interested in doing so, and we can suggest a few things. There are a couple of fields at play here, and I'll point some of them out. If we entered our telephone number here, for example, this would mean that we could dynamically pull both this and our position into any emails or texts that we send either manually or dynamically through workflows in Gecko. So if I'm wanting to personalize my correspondence to a student that I've met, I can have it look as if it's coming from me and sign off as Johnny Richardson, admissions counselor, for example. A bit trivial, but you can choose a color for the circle here if you're not quite happy with the default one that we select for you. More importantly, maybe, and less whimsically, is the ability to receive a daily summary email. If you're an administrator, this might be really useful for you. It'll give you information on some of the top level highlights from the previous 24 hours, like number of responses, any failed exports or imports or sync errors that have maybe come up. Final sort of things to show you here is if you plan on making calls through Gecko, you'll notice if you do have that functionality within Gecko, make sure to enable VoIP, which allows you to make those calls. You can choose by default to record your calls or not, and you can select a default caller. So if there's a number that's set up just for you, make sure you're using that every time. As a final thing, and useful for those of you who are wanting to build forms in Gecko, you can actually manage and see all of the Gecko forms that you have permission to view just here. You can select all of them, deselect them as needs be, and you can also view archived forms. If you're sure that there was a form you were working on once and you can't quite find it, it may well be that it's there.